Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores! I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within regional colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Dejan Hughes, and I'm a senior in the class of 2021.
My name is Megan Abbey. I'm from the class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Parisi, and I'm the class of 2021.
Wow. As far as working for ACTV, the first thing that comes to mind is honestly the community. Like, the people that I work with are amazing, all the way down from Jay at the top to the last guy that only gets to work one stream a week. It's just the energy that is around is always awesome.
It's a perk that you get free access to the games, but I absolutely love it. We have a great culture here, and then I was able to work my way up to a student director position, but I get so much creative freedom. I get to work in arenas and sports and environments that I absolutely love and enjoy.
ACTV has brought so many experiences and memories that I'll take with me to grad school and even beyond. It's been such a blessing to be a part of the team, and everyone's just so welcoming, and I've learned so much directing and using the camera and many other things.
If you do want to get into this stuff, I say do it, and do it quickly with ACTV, because not only is it a great community, but you'll also learn a lot and be prepared for the future.
I think what I'm going to miss most about ACTV that's not the free software that I get as a student would definitely be the people and the culture that we have here. Just the connections that I've made, the students that we have, just the family that we have here. I'm definitely going to miss everyone a lot.
I'm going to miss everyone. I think everyone's just been so great. I love the atmosphere. It's definitely another family away from home. I think directing is going to be something I miss, but just interacting with everyone during our meetings on Tuesdays, and just the atmosphere, I think, is going to be the biggest thing.
DJ, Megan, Caitlin, I know I told you this was going to be a promo about ACTV. Well, it's actually a promo about you guys. Your leadership as seniors has helped me guide the program since taking over at the beginning of January. I would not have been able to do it without you three. Now, I know your time is done with ACTV at the end of the semester, but I know you're going to do so many great things in your future endeavors. I wish you the best of luck.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Good afternoon, soccer fans, and welcome to Docking Stadium, where this afternoon the Adrian College Bulldogs will host the Earlham College Quakers in a women's soccer match. Both teams will look to start off on the right foot. It's the first regular season game for both clubs. Should be a good one. The last time these two schools faced off was all the way back in 2009, with Earlham actually sweeping the all-time series 4-0. I'm Calvin Keys here with you. Looking forward for this game to get started here on Adrian College Television. Our director, Patrick Smith, our cameraman, Kyle Plesha. Thank you for tuning in on this early start. NCAA Division III Women's College Soccer. As I was saying, Earlham and Adrian met 4 times from 2006 to 2009. Haven't played since then. Earlham won all 4 of those meetings. Last meeting was on September 4th, 2009. The Quakers won 3-0 at home. And Adrian only scored 1 goal in those 4 meetings, so certainly looking to reverse their luck. This time around, Adrian looks to be the favorite. They finished with a 10-9 record last season, 5-3 in the MIAA. As for Earlham, they were 4-9-1, 3-5-1 in the Heartland Conference. Finished 7th out of 10 schools. Should be exciting. We'll read off this afternoon's starting lineups as we await the kickoff. It'll be McKenna Mahoney, one of the Bulldogs' captains, to get this game underway. Just waiting for the signal from the official. 45 minutes underway from Docking Stadium here on the campus of Adrian College. This one played to the back, where it's Zoe Blanchard. Moving this one over for Tegan Bergeron. On the wing, Bulldogs looking to advance. Trying to play deep out of their own end. Battling for it here is Dake. Loses out, and now it will be Hay on the ball. Quickly won back by the Bulldogs. This is Kelsey Zoli on it. Back into the middle now. It's Huber. Up ahead. Mahoney turning with it. Plays the ball over the top. Has her winger chasing after it. Can Caitlin Dake keep it in bounds? She cannot. It will go out for a goal kick. McKenna Mahoney, number 2 on your screen in yellow. Certainly a player to watch. She's a 5th-year senior striker from Trenton, Michigan. Starter and an integral part of the Bulldogs team ever since her freshman season, where she started 14 games and scored a team-high 11 goals. Her dominance has only continued from that point. Really been a very important player for this Bulldogs team over the past 4 seasons, and certainly will play a pivotal role again in this, her 5th year. Chested down here by Hohenscheid. Into the middle. That one intercepted by Hohenscheid again. Looking to work it ahead. It's Dake. Working hard to keep it. Adrian will switch the field. Can't quite keep it in bounds. A good look for Sydney Anderson on the flank. M. Talich coming up to take this throw in for the Earlham Quakers. Making the long trip all the way up from Richmond, Indiana for this one. right on the Indiana-Ohio border. This will be cleared to the sideline. Possession back to the Bulldogs. Anderson puts it in play to Litch. Does well to keep it in bounds. Headed by Zoli. Contested here. That's over the head of Mahoney. Cleared forward, but only as far as Zoli, who will head it right back into the fray. Earlham looking to build some possession. It's been mostly Adrian in these first 3 minutes with the ball in their possession. Dropped back now. It's Hay up through the middle. Maybe a break here if they hurry. Eva Lyon trying to beat the defender one-on-one. Can't do so. Turned over. Cleared, but not completely out for Adrian. Laid off here. Played to the wide side. Mallory Smith chasing after it. Quakers play one to the right flank. Looking to clear it out is Anderson. Given a rough go by Burley, but she'll get around, and now fouled. Great work there from Sydney Anderson, the sophomore out of Trenton, Michigan. Beat the attacker one-on-one in the physical battle, turned the corner, and then just a bit of a late tackle from her opponent. So a free kick deep in the Bulldogs' end. Sent ahead by Zoe Blanchard. Settled there by Davis. Looked to play a 1-2 with her teammates. Didn't quite come off for them. Adrian's last time on the field was away at Siena Heights it was home against Siena Heights. They won that preseason scrimmage 1-0, but from their head coach, Ali Alamdari, he said that it was a much more comfortable win than 1-0 indicated. Hit the post and crossbar multiple times, just like they did in their scrimmage before that. So Adrian having some bad bounces against them, but nonetheless persevering to get their first win of the season, albeit in the preseason, looking to follow it up here. Play it through the midfield. Good anticipation there by Earlham, and it'll be played wide. Mallory Smith with some room. She'll cut it back and then loses it. Bergeron regains control, but it'll be a foul called against the Adrian Bulldogs. So a set piece here very near the attacking third of Earlham. Quakers have a first-year coach in Lydia Harvey, a former player for them. And we'll see if Jenna Hay, the senior out of Chesterland, Ohio, can whip in a good cross here. Hay to play it in. To the back post. Header on it. Adrian knocking it away. That's Huber up to Eve Davis. Plays Mahoney up the line. Mahoney trying to beat her defender. Stays with it. Gets the ball back. Has a runner in between the defenders. Dake had the opportunity, but a great tackle there by her opponent to knock it away. Believe that was Noelle Hooper who slid in with the challenge. And very nearly the first offensive opportunity of the game here for Adrian College. Crisis averted for Earlham. Playing it through the midfield. Coming back for it is Lyon. Good passing here from the Quakers. They'll work it to the far side yet again. Now played ahead, and Smith will chase it. Good body position there from Bergeron. Thought she had fouled her opponent initially, but continued to play. Referee rightfully kept his whistle in his pocket. Mahoney holding the ball up, allowing her teammates to join her on the attack. She'll play one across. Anderson to chase, loses her footing. Still continuing to pester Burley, who turned it over. Zoli, good work to spring this one wide for Anderson. Looking to put a ball into the box. She'll send it in. Very tantalizing chance for the Bulldogs, but not quite able to connect. Showing good signs here, 7 minutes into the match. Bulldogs are coached by Ali Alamdari. It's his 15th season managing at the school. He said he's been able to stay engaged throughout his tenure because there's a new challenge every day as a college coach. Whether you're trying to win championships or rebuild, it's different every season with your personnel, and that's part of the reason why he likes coaching at this level so much. Certainly had some great success, picked up his 150th career victory last year against Hope College. Earlham will throw it in here. Back to collect it is Bergeron. Engaging in a bit of a physical battle with the Quaker player. Receives it back. That is Smith on the ground and whistled for a foul. No shots on target yet in this game. Anderson provided a really tasty ball into the box just a couple of moments ago, but wasn't able to find the head of one of her teammates in that penalty area. Up ahead now, it's Cunningham. Just too far away of her teammate, the freshman Reagan Travelstead. Tess Cunningham, certainly a player to watch for the Earlham Quakers. Senior center attacking midfielder all the way from Greensboro, North Carolina. Northwest Guilford High School graduate. Winning that one well was Doden with the head. Now it's played wide. Not quite able to keep it in was Davis. Adrian walking a tightrope, trying to keep it inside touch. Now played ahead for Davis again. Looking to move into the middle. She'll cut this one back. Nobody there. Earlham playing it wide. Tripping over the ball there was number 18, Liz Burley. And it's turned right back over to the Bulldogs. Anderson, another chance to whip across and cut back for Mahoney. Wasn't able to get a good shot away. Looked like that ball kind of cut across her body, snatched at the chance. Really good look there by Anderson again, who's played really well, moving up from that left back position down into the attacking third and putting in crosses. Beautiful turn there from Mallory Smith. Can't quite keep it in play. 10 minutes in, still scoreless here from Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Adrian Bulldogs versus Earlham Quakers here on Adrian College Television. Happy that you've joined us here today. I'm Calvin Keys. As Quakers look to work it ahead, but it's turned aside, and Davis, maybe a chance one-on-one with the defender, just sent it over the crossbar. Great shot there by Davis. Wasn't quite able to get it on frame. Did well there with a defender in her face to get a shot off at all, and there was only a sliver of space on that near post. Tried to hit it. Just a bit too much velocity and height on it. Michaela Hurry to take this goal kick for the Quakers. Sends it to the near sideline. Knocked ahead again for Davis, who just kept it in. Zoli looking to turn into the middle. Talich sending ahead. Huber taking her time. Drops it back to Anderson. Sends a long ball across the pitch. Trying to settle it is Smith. Pressed there by Dake, and she wins the free kick. Adrian making their presence known early on. Had their first quality chance from Eve Davis, couldn't quite get it on target. Now another golden opportunity for Josie Huber. Sends it in. That's a low ball, handled easily by Hurry. Sophomore out of Sydney, Ohio. Played her club soccer with Ambassadors FC. Off the chest of Burley. Earlham will send it wide. A foot race for this ball. Sent ahead. Coming up to steer it up the field was Bergeron. Good flick over the opponent. Nearly beat a second. but the luck for Cunningham ran out. You see the technical skill with the ball at her feet there. Good play to get it around one defender, but as we talk about at length so often on the turf surface, the ball just bounces around so much it makes it tough to settle if you want to play with it at your feet. Headed away by Earlham. Dake will let this one roll out for the Adrian throw-in. Coach Alamdari said that the attitude, culture, and fitness level all improved for Adrian this season. This ball played in low. That is Eve Davis trying to turn. Cut it back for Kelsey Zoli, who in the end wasn't able to get the shot off that perhaps she was hoping for. Hurry will pick that one up again. Just passed it to the goalkeeper in the end, but the build-up has been really, really good for the Bulldogs. Again, Coach Alamdari has talked in training about how it's been such an emphasis for them to work hard on finishing those chances that they have in the attacking third. We've seen some similar issues where haven't quite had that tenacity and the clinical finishing, but half the battle is generating the chances, and they're doing a good job of that. Sent on by Blanchard. That's a beautiful ball for Davis to chase. Played into the box, nobody there. Hurry out to catch it. We've seen a little bit of number 22, Josie Huber, playing in a bit of a CDM role just above Adrian's back line. She's a new addition, Division II transfer, as well as Emma Delzocchio. Coach Alamdari was excited to see them in game action here. Long ball played. Blanchard will retrieve. Lots of time to collect this ball. Into the midfield. Played ahead by Dake. Davis wasn't quite able to settle it. Turns around two there. That's Cunningham again. The talented attacking midfielder plays it wide. It's Mallory Smith. Can she keep it in? Just able to do so. And then defended well by Bergeron. Out for an Earlham throw-in. Bulldogs season came to a difficult end last year in the MIAA quarterfinal against Trine. 1-0 loss. But in the end, Coach Alamdari said that it wasn't so much disappointing as it was impressive that they were able to keep a talented Trine team off the board all the way until the 88th minute when they got the deciding goal. And really, I think it gave this team confidence knowing they can hang with the top teams in the MIAA. And this game should be huge in terms of trying to start strong early right off the bat. Very winnable game for the Bulldogs. In the midfield now, it's Mahoney playing in a bit more of a center forward role. As Dake will chase this one, Hurry will have to come out to clear it away. Well-weighted ball by Mahoney, but Dake not able to quite get there in time. Narrow margins. Cunningham played through. Now it's Burley. Looking to get around Anderson. Quakers keep it. Still able to hold onto the ball is Mallory Smith. Plays it across, and that pass just got away from Travelstead. It'll roll out of play. Dake nearly ran onto that ball for the Bulldogs and found the finish. She's a senior right wing from Flushing, Michigan. Transferred in from Saginaw Valley State last season at the Division II level. She settled in nicely and now playing a role in the captaincy for this Adrian team. Cleared away by Adrian. A chance for Dake again. Can she get there? Hurry wins the race for the second time. Now Mahoney will settle. Flicks it across her body. Trying to stay with it, Mahoney. And then a blatant handball by the Earlham defender. That was Elizabeth Rakes. Unlucky that it bounced towards her arm, but referee had no choice but to whistle for the foul. And now Mahoney in a nice scoring position. Might be a little far out to try and attempt on frame, but she did let a shot loose about a week ago against Rochester from a similar area in a preseason scrimmage and rang the crossbar, so she certainly has the capabilities. We'll have to see whether she opts to pass or shoot here. She's going to try one on goal, and it's wide left. Always going to be difficult to find the finish from that sort of position. Mahoney tried her luck and just missed it to the left side of the goal. 27 minutes still left to go in this first half. Scoreless, 0-0 here between Earlham College and Adrian College. Happy you've joined us here on Adrian College TV. Hurry will send it right to Eve Davis's foot. Came off Earlham. Bulldogs keep possession. Here's Anderson throwing this one ahead. Could not be controlled by Mahoney. Tlich poking that one up the field, trying to turn is Cunningham. Has it knocked away from her. Back to get it is Doden. And it will go out for a goal kick. Adrian hemming the Quakers into their own half of the pitch at the moment. They've had the majority of the chances. Actually haven't had they've had one shot on frame. It was more of a pass to Hurry, but they've had their chances. Looking to continue their dominance here as this first half progresses. Hurry sent to the near sideline and again out of bounds. Once Earlham has won the ball, they've had a lot of trouble keeping it. Mahoney cutting into the middle of the field. Has it tackled away from her by Doden. Not quite able to regain control. Now Anderson will play it ahead. Dakin to chase. Headed away well by Earlham. Sent up ahead. Getting body position there. And then across by Delzocchio. Header from Burley. Kicked ahead now by Hohenscheid. Anderson. Initial passing attempt blocked by Burley. Now gets it ahead for Zoli. That ball just too far ahead of Caitlin Dake. Great idea there. Hurry will pick it up yet again. Dake really a blue-collar player for the Bulldogs. High energy, covers a lot of ground. We've seen that so far today. There's been numerous balls played in behind that she's had to chase. Hasn't quite gotten there yet, but you get the feeling if they continue as they are, Adrian has a goal coming their way here pretty shortly. Here's Anderson. Her pass is cut out by Tlich and into touch. Anderson's had a really good performance so far in this game, contributing both offensively and defensively. She'll trip on the ball there initially. Zoli cutting this one back for Huber. Looking ahead. Tries a shot that's blocked. Dake's staying with it. Knocked high in the air. Good win from the Bulldogs. Now it's Dake. She'll try her luck from the outside of the box. Wasn't far away. Another good chance for the Bulldogs. Just sailed wide to Michaela Hurry's right-hand side. Another good look for Adrian. Nearly halfway through this first half of play. It's been all Bulldogs so far, but haven't been able to get on the scoreboard yet. And Hurry continuing to have some trouble with the goal kicks. Wants to send him to the near side here, but can't quite keep it in play. Anderson taking her time with the throw-in. Up ahead for Mahoney. Has a bit of space, finds Dake. Maybe she'll try her luck, and that is blocked away well by Rakes. Quickly regaining possession is Huber. She'll drop it all the way to the last line of defense. The center back, Zoe Blanchard. for Anderson. Looking to use her speed to her advantage. Now Davis on the dribble. Good looking ball thread between two Earlham players. Huber again with it. Lots of possession for Adrian, but no end product yet. Soli. Back across for Bergeron. Plays one down the right side. And Noelle Hooper intervened. And play halted now. Believe it may be a water break for both teams. They're going to get a chance to get some hydration as it is extremely hot outside. We'll step aside for a moment. Still scoreless here from Docking Stadium. We'll be right back in a moment with more women's soccer action.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus?
Welcome back to Docking Stadium, where so far the sweltering 83-degree conditions have warranted a drink break halfway through this first half. Players have some fluids in their body, and if anything, that may have been a chance for the Earlham Quakers to regroup a little bit as they were being outpossessed heavily by Adrian. Bulldogs generating lots of chances. Probably the best one was for Eve Davis, who cut in and tried a shot that went just over the crossbar. Really good attempt. And Bulldogs will look to keep their momentum going. McKenna Mahoney has been at the center of all of it. She's been really good. Her claim to fame is she scored the game winner in the 2018 MIAA final versus Hope College as a freshman. Netted 14 of Adrian's 34 goals last season and put together a goal-scoring streak that lasted 8 games, earning her an all-MIAA first-team selection. So really one of the top players in the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletics Association Conference for women's soccer. Hurry will corral this one again. She's been tested a bit. She's had to have been busy. Won by Zoli. Back up for Dake, who's also had a lot of the ball. Been key for Adrian. Davis just tried to flick that one through. Now Caitlin Dake on the edge of the box. Off the back of an Earlham defender. Headed back along. That is Hohenscheid trying to stay with it. Kept in barely by Cunningham. Sends to the middle a dangerous pass that Talich was eventually able to get to. Turned over again. Mahoney wasn't able to quite find the lane for that through ball. Knocked away now by Delzocchio. It'll be an Earlham throw. 21 minutes on the clock in this first half. Delzocchio, of course, one of those new players that Alamdari was excited to see on the pitch. Division II transfer. We're seeing Adrian in a 4-3-3 formation. They've tried to play, they like to play quick in transition, but it's a little bit different in games like this where they have most of the ball. Typically, those tactics are well suited for when the other team has more possession, but Right now, Adrian taking their time to really build up the play and wait for that incisive moment to strike. You can definitely see, though, they're trying to get the ball to their key players up top, like Anive Davis, as they get it to her now, and trying to play Zoli in behind. That just trickled through her legs. Might have been in on goal if she was able to get a touch on it. Perhaps didn't think that ball was going to get through the defender, so it caught her by surprise. Bergeron pushing it up the pitch. Looking over the top for Mahoney. That's over her head. And Hurry off her line to pick it up. Inside the final 20 minutes of play here in this first half. Kick is up. Anderson to head it back along. Hardly kept in by Zoli. We'll see which way this throw-in goes. They're going to rule it for the Quakers. Really tough to tell on that challenge. Both players in the thick of it. Right on the sideline. Talich to take the throw. She's a sophomore out of St. Charles, Illinois. Adrian backline perhaps made a mess of that one, but just able to recover was Bergeron, and concedes a corner kick as the result of that brief miscue. Stumbled over the ball a bit, nearly a dangerous scoring chance for Earlham. Crisis averted for the moment, but the Quakers will have a chance to play in a corner kick. Elizabeth Rakes over the ball, providing the delivery. Rakes in. Looked like it was going to come to Tess Cunningham, but it just sailed by her outstretched foot. May have taken a deflection off an Adrian player as Earlham gets the throw in. It's off of Smith, who couldn't settle it. Cutting into the middle. Good tackle there by Dalzocchio. Adrian looking to counter quickly. As we talked about, Dake looking to play Davis in behind, but Quinn Doden got in the way. It's an Earlham throw. Doden, a sophomore defender from Fort Wayne, Indiana, played every minute of all 15 games last season as a freshman center back. She'll be heavily relied upon again this year. But with Earlham having a smaller roster, it's their head coach Lydia Harvey's second season. Last year she was the interim. There's been lots of coaching turnover for the Quakers, so it's been difficult for them to recruit. Zoli running after this one. On the left wing, wasn't able to beat Jenna Hay one-on-one. The senior comes back to pitch in from the midfield. Thrown in again. Ball loose just outside the 18-yard box. Cleared away by Earlham. As we were saying, Lydia Harvey, second season as the coach of the Quakers, captained the Earlham women's soccer team from 2015 to 2018. Graduated with a psychology degree from the school in 2019, and now 7 years after she stepped on campus, she's now the head coach of the women's soccer program. So definitely a deep connection to this school. Says she wants to leave a positive impact and legacy with this Quaker soccer program and try to improve their fate in the Heartland Conference. So far, it's been all Adrian in this game. If you're just joining us, they've had pretty much all of the chances, but no goals yet. Maybe that'll change soon. Davis will look to change that here, but too much power behind that cross. Sails over the head of her teammates. It's an Earlham throw. For those of our viewers in the Adrian area wondering where Earlham College is located, it's way down south in Richmond, Indiana. Dayton, Ohio is an hour east from there. Indianapolis is just over an hour west. Very near to the Indiana-Ohio border. Lots of Ohio players on Richmond's roster. It'll be thrown in here by Dalzocchio. Chested by Mahoney. The fifth-year senior with the ball at her feet. A difficult tackle there from behind, and it'll be called for a foul. Another chance here for the Bulldogs. And guess who? Mahoney will take this free kick. Referee directing the wall back 10 yards. Three-person wall for the Quakers. Will be a couple of runners coming in at the back post. Mahoney tries for a goal again. And again, not very far away. A quality shot. Not quite able to get it down on frame. That's been the story of this first half for Adrian College, as they will send in two substitutes right now. It is Leah Homan and Anna Marie Foss-Moen going in for Adrian College, and coming off is Sydney Anderson and Eve Davis. Can definitely see why Coach Alamdari would want to send them off. They've had a lot of running to do. Have to be a bit tired. It'll likely be a quick breather and then back out there again for their team. Anderson especially has been very notable on that left-hand side, and Davis always plays a big role for the Bulldogs. This one played in behind, and right away a chance for Foss-Moen if she can keep it in bounds, and can't quite get to it as it'll roll out of play for the goal kick. Still scoreless here from Docking Stadium. Delighted you've joined us here on Adrian College TV. I'm Calvin Keys here along for the ride with you. Our director, Patrick Smith, and our cameraman, Kyle Plesha. All students here at Adrian College bringing you the game this fine afternoon. Early start. Game was initially scheduled to kick off at 4 p.m., ended up commencing at 4:15. As this one knocked on along for Foss-Moen. Beats the defender. She's moving in, cuts back, and the chance just wide of the goal. Not sure if that was Caitlin Dake who got the shot off. She was sandwiched by two defenders. May have been cleared and took the last touch off of Earlham, so it'll be Foss-Moen to whip the ball in. Just came into the game. She's a freshman out of Lake Orion, Michigan. And her impact has been felt right away. Fresh legs on the wing. And now she'll take the corner kick. Played in, middle of the area. Cleared away by Earlham. Racing to get there is Dalzocchio. Plays it up the left wing. And just got away from Foss-Moen as it was bouncing pretty high in the air. So far, Adrian has had plenty of shots. Foss-Moen kicks it over her head. Trying to get it to the outside here is Doden. And last touch off of Foss-Moen, so it'll be a goal kick for Earlham. 12 minutes to go in the first half. We had a hydration break about 10 minutes ago due to the high temperatures, 83 degrees here at Docking Stadium. Very toasty up here in the press box as well. Tlich will throw this one in to the feet of Hay. Has it stolen from her by Homan. Homan with some room to work, moving ahead. Sends one that's initially bobbled by Michaela Hurry, but eventually able to get a hold of it. Great chance there for Homan. She had a lot of green grass to run into and took full advantage and let a shot fly. This one bouncing. Cleared out to the touchline, and it'll be an Adrian throw-in. Another contested challenge that probably could have been ruled either way. It'll go to the Bulldogs. 11 minutes to try to get the first goal of this game and get off the mark on the 2022 regular season. It's Dake. She is so good on the dribble. Takes a deflection off an Earlham player, and very astute by Hurry to get out and pick it up as not to concede a corner kick. Hurry, one of the captains for this Earlham team, along with Tess Cunningham and Jenna Hay. Earlham working hard to get this ball up the pitch. Headed to the outside by Holman. Burley there. Shields it away, gets the throw in. Getting some encouragement from her coaching staff for her effort. Delich will throw it in now. Into the middle. Travelstead can't keep it. Bit of a miscommunication there. And it'll be Blanchard hustling to keep it in. Just dribbled it out of play. And a couple of substitutes come in for Earlham. Talich throws it in. Lyon looking to turn with it. Running in and then cleared away by Dalzocchio. Game slowing down a bit here, and welcomed by Earlham, who have pretty much had to chase this one in their own end for most of the half. Have to be a bit tired, but they've been able to keep Adrian off the scoreboard despite allowing some dangerous chances. They'll probably be content to try to get to halftime scoreless and then maybe regroup. Huber trying to control it. Now it comes to Hohenscheid. Outmuscled by Cunningham. Cunningham loves to use her strength to her advantage in the midfield. She's the centerpiece for this Quakers team from the cam position. Very intuitive and smart, and has great vision in the words of her coach, Lydia Harvey. Loves to use her physicality, communication, and ability to win the ball back to her advantage. Makes her a true box-to-box midfielder. Tess Cunningham said that one of the motivations to make her a better soccer player were 3 brothers who definitely pushed her to become a better player. Mahoney will flick this one ahead for Dake. Dake threatening. Played back to the goalkeeper, who will just send it wide and out of play. Caitlin Dake continues to cause problems. Another good service by Mahoney. Good work by Hooper to get it back to her goalkeeper, who cleared the danger. 8 minutes now in this first half. Ball went out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for the Quakers. It's the first game of the season for Earlham. Did not play any matches in preseason, so their first 11-a-side game. And as we mentioned, because of some of their recruiting struggles with the coaching turnover, they have a bit of a smaller squad, so haven't been able to do 11v11 in training like Adrian has. So this game really a good means to prepare for their upcoming conference play, which should be pretty challenging in the Heartland Conference. Dake on the ball again. Mahoney laid off for Dake, who will try one right into the hands of Hurry. Morgan Wands waiting to come on for the Bulldogs at the next stoppage. This one won by Travelstead. Plays it over for Cunningham. Looks to work a through ball ahead. That's too far in front of Renee Lillis, who just came into the game. Now Morgan Wands will join the fray. She's replacing Kelsey Zoli, who has had a high work rate in the midfield for the Bulldogs. Another player that's covered a lot of ground and probably put in a lot of mileage so far in this first half. She'll probably get a break for the last 6 minutes of this first 45 and then head back out to start the second. Back into the middle for Travelstead. Turns it back. Played for Ho. Strong challenge there to intercept, but Talich stays with it. Wins it back for the Quakers. Now it's Hay again to get it to Lyon. Quick counter if they hurry for Mahoney. Plays it on for Foss Moen. Trying to beat her defender. Scrambled in her feet. Played into the middle. And looks like Foss Moen was fouled. Quinn Doden didn't think so, but Referee rules that she brought Foss Moen to the ground, so another tantalizing free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Mahoney's had a couple of chances. See if maybe she can capitalize on this one. Again, the wall just needed some direction backwards, didn't have the full 10 yards. Mahoney getting some instruction from the sideline. Now she'll approach it. Hits it low on the ground. That's intercepted by the wall. Comes back now for Blanchard. Getting into the mix here. Dake chasing after it, but one. And the Quakers will play it ahead. Good intervention by Bergeron. Sends it up the left side to Foss Moen. Looking to keep it in. Went off the Earlham player. Thrown in quickly for Dake. And played out of bounds by Doden. Seems to be everywhere in this back line. Her coach Harvey called her the spine of this Earlham back four. Mahoney looking to turn. Quakers trying to clear. Travelstead looking to stay with it. Now Huber pokes it back for Blanchard. She'll look back for her goalkeeper, Taylor Fisher. Returning starter from last season. Fisher, the South Lyon, Michigan native. Back up from Blanchard. Foss Moen, who has some room to work. Coming in the left side. She's got Mahoney in the middle. She'll play her now. McKenna Mahoney tries a strike. And again, that is right towards Michaela Hurry. So Adrian's been snake bitten when it comes to finishing in this first half, but doing lots of good work on and off the ball to keep possession and threaten with some really quality scoring chances. Hohenscheid gets it back. She'll reset to Homan. Leah Homan, pressured from her blind side. Turned nicely away from Eva Lyon. Back up ahead from Lyon now, but was beaten out by Bergeron. A touchback for Travelstead. Finds a teammate out wide. And stabbed away by Wands. Earlham throw. 2.5 to go in this first half. Neither team able to get on the scoreboard yet. Hasn't been on this side of the field too often. Ball has belonged in large part to Adrian for long stretches. They've had chances but haven't been able to get many of their shots on frame. As that's headed away by Blanchard. Thrown in for Travelstead. Finds its way to Mahoney again. She'll play Foss Moen down the left wing. Has Dake and Mahoney joining her in the middle. Foss Moen tries a shot on goal, and it's wide right. Thought maybe, just maybe, that one was going to curl nicely into the top corner, but stayed straight and went out the end line for a goal kick for the Quakers. Goal kick from Hurry. Goes down this right side as she's done so often in this first half. Just over a minute left in this first half. Hustling for it was Homan to get it back for her team. Now Mahoney looking to cut around one. Meets a roadblock. Now back with the ball at her feet. Looks to play one wide as we enter the final minute of play in this first half. Quakers knock it out of bounds. Hustling to get to the ball is Dalzocchio. Maybe one last opportunity for the Bulldogs if they hurry. Dalzocchio to throw it in again. And touched out of bounds for what should be another goal kick. It's the sophomore from Sydney, Ohio. Hurry again to send it away. Looks to the sideline again. Huber to get the first touch on it. Now dropped back by Cunningham. Earlham will look to run the clock on this first half out. Hurry sending it out the left side. And that will do it for the first 45 minutes of play. Lots of chances for the Bulldogs, but no end result. It stays scoreless 0-0 here on Adrian College TV. Earlham versus Adrian Women's Soccer. We'll be back with the second half in 15 minutes.
Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unmatched. Wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Rolled over to second. Wood is there, throws it over to first, and the Bulldogs are going to the NCAA tournament as the MIAA tournament champions. The dog pile ensues beyond the mound.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze come freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A ball big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium, NCAA Division III Women's Soccer, the Adrian Bulldogs hosting the Earlham Quakers. I'm Calvin Keys, and joining me for the second half, Cameron Overmeyer. Cameron, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well. Be doing better if Adrian had just been able to find a finish on one of those many chances they had, as we should see some of those stats from the first half flashed on screen. It's still scoreless, but Adrian outshot Earlham 13-0. Only 6 of those shots were on target, though, and they also had 60% of the possession, which, I mean, that's a dominating first half performance, and it's a little bit shocking that they weren't able to get on the scoreboard.
A lot of that possession time, too, for Adrian was on their own side of the 50-yard line here, which is really surprising to have 13 total shots, 6 on target, and not have a 1 or a 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a drink break in the first half due to the hot conditions. We'll expect to have one in the second as well. For Adrian, I mean, Cameron, you were down on the sideline during that first half, and you were just saying Coach Alamdari was not too pleased with his team's first half performance. So you think they're going to come out and change some things coming into the second?
He was happy with the production they were making. He was just not happy on how they were crowding the ball with 5 players on one side of the field and not spreading out. And he was not too happy with the score with as many shots as they're getting, but they aren't able to convert and put it in the back of the net.
Well, the good news is they have 45 more minutes to try and do so here from Docking Stadium. Earlham was pretty much hanging on by a thread there, but still able to keep the game level. As we mentioned earlier on, this is their first time playing 11-a-side soccer this season. So they're certainly trying to get settled in. And we'll get the first half kickoff now. Molly Lyon starts it off. And that ball to the sideline just rolled through the feet of Mallory Smith. It'll be Del Zocchio to throw it back in. Finds the chest here of Josie Huber. The 2 D2 transfers coming in this year. Putting together a nice little interplay. Bergeron sends it up ahead. Played by Doden. Only as far as Kelsey Zoli sends one over the top. Earlham able to keep possession. It's Smith into the middle to Cunningham. Huber trying to body her off of it. They'll play a drop pass, and that'll be sent ahead by the Quakers. That one played somewhat haphazardly to the far sideline where it'll be an Earlham throw-in. I think that came off of Sarah Hohenscheid and wasn't quite able to get the touch on it that she desired.
Now, Kelvin, if you're Earlham here, what are you doing coming out here in the second half, being outshot 13-0?
Well, I think if you're Earlham, they're a little bit short on talent compared to Adrian, but what they have done really well is they've been very organized at the back, preventing Adrian's chances. So if they can just make the most out of, if they get one or two shots on frame and can try to beat the Adrian goalkeeper, they're just going to have to be very efficient with the amount of chances they get in the second half. Chance on the counter possibly, as Zoli will send this one up for Eve Davis, who mishandled it. Davis, senior forward out of Canton, Michigan. Played youth soccer for Canton Celtic and then played for 4 years on the varsity team at Plymouth High. Had 12 assists last year. Second highest single season total in Adrian College program history, so very good at providing the ball to her teammates. Also a talented finisher. Bulldogs will certainly need her expertise here in this second half. Smith played a drop pass and then got it back, but now turned over to Mahoney. Couldn't keep it. That's off the arm of Blanchard, but play will continue. Referee deemed it unintentional. You see sometimes on this turf the ball just skipping up at awkward angles towards the arms of these players. I think there was a free kick called against Earlham in the first half that went Adrian's way, where the ball just kind of skipped awkwardly into the outstretched arm of a Quaker player. Racing for that one was Del Zocchio. Couldn't quite get there. It'll be thrown in now by Elizabeth Rakes. Del Zocchio putting a foot in. Smith working the sideline. Cuts back in. Got it by Zoli. Now Cunningham on for Hay. Jenna Hay getting it back to Cunningham. Now up ahead for Lyon. Rakes with it. Nice build-up play here for Earlham, but that pass had a bit too much mustard on it. Dribbles out for a goal kick. Strong start here for the Quakers in the second.
Now Earlham is coming out firing here in the second half. They're keeping the ball on their side of the 50 and not giving Adrian the chances that they had this early on in the first half.
Yeah, I'd have to say not exactly what I expected from the Bulldogs. A bit of a slow start. Quakers have been the better team, albeit early on in the first 4 minutes of this second half. That was Hohenscheid tripping awkwardly on the ball. Played to the back. Rakes for Hay. Dalzocchio sending that one back up the other way. Looks a bit like a game of pinball right now, Cameron, with the ball just going back this way and that.
Keeping it in between the 30-yard lines, which is, you got a breakaway here.
Chance for Davis to break around the right side.
Goes out of bounds, it'll be Adrian ball.
Again, just not quite able to get there quick enough. There's been good ideas, but not very many real connections for Adrian. Dalzocchio will throw this one in. For Mahoney. And that one goes into the stands here. Thrown down the line. The intended target was Mahoney, but that'll be turned away by Rakes. Deep in the Quakers' end. Adrian looking to reassert their dominance after Earlham came out with a hot start and a bit of build-up play. Bouncing around in the box. Mahoney trying to bring it down. Earlham clearing it away. That's up for Molly Lyon. Cunningham touches it ahead. Out of her reach. Blanchard sending that one right back into the stands. Luckily no fans in that first row in the way of that barrage. And consecutive kicks from Adrian. Rakes throwing it in for Cunningham. Earlham looking to switch the field here. That ball comes to Burley. Trying to get around Holman. Good work here by Holman. Giving a great effort to try to win that ball back for her side. Bergeron playing it wide. Holman again with it. Great move to beat the defender. Staying with it, cuts into the middle, and then tripped up. Really good individual effort to use a bit of a Cruyff turn there to change direction, and then a quick cut to the middle that left the defender grasping at it and ended up drawing the foul. Always difficult to track a player when they make a quick change of direction like that, Cameron. Blanchard's going to take this free kick. Sent away by Quinn Doden. Talked about her in the first half. Big piece of Earlham's back four. Sent across again for Davis. Using her body well to keep possession. Dalzocchio back to the middle. Great first touch by Mahoney. Settled it beautifully. Pass in the middle wasn't quite as beautiful, and it'll bounce out to about the 35-yard line.
Now this here, what you're seeing is the Adrian team that came out in the first half, keeping the ball on their side of the 50-yard line and not giving Earlham any sort of chance to even have a possession on their own end of the field.
Just as you say that, Earlham will work it to the other side of the field. Funny how the commentator's curse works, but Adrian will get it right back. Blanchard, head for Davis, just skipped over her head. Rakes will let this one roll. Always a difficult scenario to take these throw-ins deep in your own half of the field. See if they can get out of that uncomfortable position. Good touch by Smith, but got away from her in the end, and it'll be an Adrian throw again as they bring on a substitute. That's Alana Earl, freshman from Macomb, Michigan, and she will replace Sarah Hohenscheid, the freshman from Lake Orion. Delzocchio's got a bit of an arm workout with the amount of throw-in she's had to do on this right sideline. Back with it at her feet here. Bit of a flick there for Zoli. Earl trying to kick it ahead. Cleared out by Earlham. See if the Quakers can put together a bit of a counter. Hooper up for her teammate. That's Burley. Dropping it back now for Talich. Up the sideline and poked out a play by Homan.
Earlham ball.
Earlham will throw it in. Talich. Flicked onwards. Quakers stay with it. Sent ahead by Bergeron. Holman trying to keep it in, but it'll be a Quakers throw again. Earlham College Quakers making the 3.5-hour drive up from Indiana to play Adrian here today. 4 p.m. start from Docking Stadium. Still scoreless here. Glad you've joined us on Adrian College Television. Calvin Keys, Cameron Overmeyer here with you. Foss Moen looking to beat the defender, and it was a really good effort by the Quakers player to send it out of bounds and ultimately to draw the contact and the free kick. Earlham coach Lydia Harvey was excited to see how her freshman wingers Mallory Smith and Liz Burley could improve their attack. Earlham hasn't had a whole lot of the ball, but I think Mallory Smith has definitely been a high point as she receives the ball here. Gets it to Cunningham. Back for Rakes. A little bit of hesitation that proved costly, and Delzocchio will play this one back in. Mahoney looking to stay with it as it is cleared up the near sideline by Earlham. Throw in that Delzocchio will have the duties of putting back in play. Well, the Earlham Quakers were ranked 7th in the Heartland Conference preseason coaches poll. Their coach Harvey said their goal is to improve on a day-to-day and game-to-game basis. They'd like to shoot for the 6th spot in the Heartland Conference standings because that would mean a playoff spot. They want to make the postseason badly, and their coach said it will swing on a couple of winnable games, but she has the feeling that they can surprise some people and haven't done a lot offensively, but their effort levels and their organization at the back have been rock solid. Gave up 13 shots in the first half of play, but only 6 were on target. They've done their best to make life difficult so far in this second half. Don't believe that Adrian has had a shot on goal so far in this second 45 minutes, of which we're 12 minutes in. Mallory Smith with it, showing off her skill on the ball. She'll feed it over, knocked in a heap, and the referee will stop it for a foul. Things getting a little bit testy here on Adrian's half of the pitch. And the Quakers with one of their first free kick opportunities, and we said they're going to have to be efficient when they get chances. This is a pivotal one. They have it up in Adrian's end. Maybe if they can snatch one here, try to get a meaningful shot off of this set piece.
If Earlham can get one here, they put themselves in a very good spot.
Jenna Hay sent it deep into Adrian's end, but Taylor Fisher gets some of her first action of the night as she caught that one. Don't know if that was going on target. Tough to tell from the angle, but nonetheless a good opportunity by Hay. Earlham not able to take full advantage of their free kick, though. Foss Moen, beautiful touch. Up ahead for Mahoney. Great job to settle that one, but couldn't beat Doden one-on-one. Now it's Jenna Hay, speeding ahead. Huber intervened. Now Cunningham. Beautiful play here as Lyon will lay it off for Tess Cunningham. Up the left side to Mallory Smith. Cuts it back. Looks to play a ball in, a chance. And that one will roll nicely to Taylor Fisher. Earlham really built something with that attack. Great play by Molly Lyon to put that shot on frame.
Adrian's offense really gave Earlham's defense a test, and I think Earlham is trying to flip the tides here in the second 45.
Absolutely. They have the first 2 shots of this second half. A couple of quality opportunities. Adrian on their heels right now. Tough challenge. Smith and Delzocchio tangled up. Caitlin Dake will sub on for the Bulldogs in a moment. She's a key piece of this Adrian team. Leader on and off the field. Second leading scorer for them last season with 5 goals behind Mahoney. Good turn there. Huber trying to shake loose Cunningham. Sees a teammate on the far wing. Now played ahead for Homan, who's off to the races. Trying to find Mahoney in the middle. Comes over to Foss Moen. Defended well by Rakes, but she'll put the cross in. And just goes out of play. Rakes getting up and walking a little bit gingerly. And now we'll have the substitution with Caitlin Dake coming back onto the field.
That was Adrian's chance there to get a goal, put something on the scoreboard for him, and change the tides of this game. Because right now, Earlham's came out firing in the second half, and I feel like the tides are about 50-50 right now.
Yep. Davis coming off the field. You get the feeling, Cameron, the longer that Earlham can keep Adrian off the scoreboard, the more confidence they're going to build.
Their confidence is high right now. Earlham, like you said earlier, younger team, and to be competing with the Adrian's somewhat young team is definitely a confidence booster for them.
Absolutely. Look like a young team, and I think that could be part of the reason why they look a little bit hungrier here in the second half. They seem to want it a little bit more. Bulldogs will have to up the intensity a bit. This is dropped back to Bergeron. Sent up the far side to Dake, who recently came into the game. Rolls into touch. Now Rakes. Rakes has had a couple of well-timed tackles that have halted promising Adrian attacks. That pass back from Cunningham rolled out of bounds, and 2 more substitutions for the Bulldogs. Elise Fries, one of the players coming on, along with Sydney Anderson. Well, the big emphasis for Coach Alamdari and this Adrian team was building a culture, trying to build belief that they can have success this year. See if they can try to build their confidence in the second half, generate some scoring chances. Blanchard, ball in, it's short, flicked on ahead, a chance.
Just missed right on the header from the free kick.
That was Kelsey Zoli that had the last touch on it. It was a beautiful header. Thought it was towards the goal, but just wide yet again. So close to getting that elusive first goal. But again, the Quakers dodge another bullet. Rakes. Sideline Smith. Out of bounds. Caitlin Dake and Sydney Anderson on this right side, I think really provides a new look and gives new energy to this Adrian team. Header that was intended onto the path of Dake goes out of play. And here's another look at that free kick delivery from Zoe Blanchard. Had some good curve on it. Initially looked like it was going to be a bit short, but it was flicked on well by Alana Earl, and then as you see there, I mean, Kelsey Zoli wasn't far off, was she, Cameron? It was a really nice try by her.
Missed it by inches.
Elise Fries defended well, sent it out of bounds. Rakes to take the throw. Just under 27 minutes to go in this second half. We'll have a drink break here in a few minutes with the blazing temperatures in the mid-80s here from Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Live here on Adrian College TV, it's the Adrian Bulldogs versus the Earlham Quakers, NCAA Division III soccer here, live for you. As the ball is played into Dake, but too much power on it.
Now you said it's 80 degrees out here, but down on that field, that turf radiates that heat so much more. I was down there on the sidelines for the first half, and that turf is cooking.
Maybe part of the reason for Adrian's sluggish start in the second half. It's certainly tough to play through these conditions, but both teams are dealing with it. Getting a bit handsy there is Anderson. Smith looking to play through it. A little bit of confusion. It's ruled that it's a throw-in for Earlham. Sydney Anderson was going to hustle and take it anyway. Oh, they're actually ruling that it was a foul against Anderson. Maybe a bit of a tug there on the shirt of Mallory Smith. And so a set piece that will be taken by Jenna Hay. Ball in, intended for Lyon. Turned aside by Anderson. Pace of this game has slowed, but it's somewhat justified considering the temperatures that we just talked about. Tough to keep the pace up and continue to run when you're sweating bullets out there with the sun beating down on you there on the turf here at Kapnick Field. Anderson up for Dake. Trying to play it through. Zoli muscling Hay off the ball. Now Zoli, a chance in. It's Foss Moen one-on-one with the goalkeeper and cannot find the finish. You thought surely that was the moment.
Needed one move there to beat the goalie.
Anna Marie Foss Moen one-on-one. Tried the chance. You wonder if she would have settled that one and tried to dribble around the keeper.
Needed one move to get around the keeper there, and you would have had
Michaela Hurry came so far out as we check out our instant replay here. It was a beautiful ball. Don't know who set that in, but Foss Moen just took it so quickly. She had nobody on her, so much time at her disposal, but opted to shoot it quickly. As a result, missed the net by a pretty wide margin. Goes up for a goal kick again for Earlham. Sent up by Hay. 50-50 ball. Bergeron fighting for it, but it'll be Molly Lyon coming away with it. Now Smith. Sent into the mixer in the middle. Fry's looking to turn out of it. Comes back for Smith. Has some room to work with. Good defending. Smith knocked over, but it was a clean play by the Bulldogs. Ooh. Anderson knocked down in a heap. Smith caught her there. And it's going to be a Quakers throw. That's interesting. Anderson a little bit disgusted by that one. Things heating up between Sydney Anderson and Mallory Smith there. They've had a bit of a battle there on that sideline. As Eva Lyon will come onto the field, replacing M. Talich. Lyon's a senior from Dayton, Ohio. Noelle Hooper with it now. Out for Smith. Anderson took out Mallory Smith again, and the referee's going to have to manage this situation as those two players clearly don't like each other, going at each other at every possible moment. And Anderson fouled Smith on the sideline there. It'll be Hay to take it. Senior midfielder getting up into the mix to take this set piece. Hay whips the ball in. That is wide left.
That one had no chance off the foot.
Yep. Sometimes you just get a bit unlucky on those free kicks. Very difficult to hit the ball with the correct pace and spin on it. And there it just wasn't exactly what Hay was looking for. 22 minutes to go in this one. Imagine we'll get a drink break here pretty soon. Anderson headed onwards. Adrian trying to clear it up the field. It's Fries. Up for Dake. Defended by Rakes on the sideline. Caitlin Dake tight margins. And Adrian's going to get the throw. And looked like it might have gone off of Caitlin Dake last, but Bulldogs get a good bounce. Mahoney with the ball at her feet. Plays into the center. Voss Moen chasing after it. Sliding in was Michaela Hurry.
That was a good pass there from Mahoney to find her left winger, Voss Moen there. Try and get the chance to put the ball in the net, but amazing save by Earlham's goalkeeper.
Astute goalkeeping by Michaela Hurry. Slid in and snatched that one away before Voss Moen got the opportunity.
And drink break.
Looks like we'll finally get our hydration break. We'll step aside for a moment. Things still scoreless here from Docking Stadium.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television. College Television has the pleasure of airing all Adrian College football games this 2021 football season. And along for the ride are these wonderful sponsors, including the Adrian College Bookstore, Gurgin Insurance Agency, Carlton Lodge, and sponsoring each week's player of the game, Hungry Howie's Pizza. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of each broadcast to see who was named Hungry Howie's Player of the Game.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium here on the lovely campus of Adrian College. Adrian College Bulldogs hosting the Earlham College Quakers here in women's NCAA Division III soccer action. It's been a game that we've seen chances, but not really any finishes. Calvin Keys here, joined in the second half by Cameron Overmeyer up in the booth. Maybe part of the sluggishness can be attributed to the blazing heat, but you get the feeling maybe there's a goal coming here for Adrian. They've had plenty of chances, 20 minutes and change, to find their first goal of the game. Michaela Hurry sends this one high up in the air. Racing for it, Mahoney pressuring Doden, who has no option but to just send it to the far sideline. Mahoney has worked hard but been a bit unfortunate in this game. She's adjusted her style over the years from solely chasing balls in behind to becoming more of a distributor and finisher, holding up play very well at times here in this game. Hasn't been able to find that elusive goal. Maybe she will here, and just has it swiped away at the last second as she looked to cut into the middle and have a strike at goal. Blanchard up ahead for Kelsey Zoli. Drop for Bergeron, taking advantage of her space. Fed wide for Caitlin Dake, who has Anderson with the overlapping run. Dake sends in a beautiful ball to the far post. Voss Moen.
Beautiful pass there.
Great pass from Dake. Voss Moen couldn't find the finish.
Great pass, better defense by Earlham there on that pass.
Yep, deflects out wide off the Quakers defender. Good job to stay with. Good work to stay with her mark there. I believe that was Quinn Doden who intervened. Nonetheless, a corner kick for the Bulldogs and another chance. That's a beautiful ball whipped in the mixer. Rolling wide, Anderson racing after it. Sydney Anderson Trapped in the corner, defended by Smith. Dake looking to turn it into the middle. Gets it to Kelsey Zoli. Sliding in was Doden to get it away. Now a chance. Lofted over the top. Leah Homan with the strike, trying to chip the goalkeeper, but instead chipped it over the net. Goal kick from Michaela Hurry. I'd be interested to look at the stat to see how many goal kicks Hurry has had to take so far in this game. She's had quite the heavy workload. Sent to the far sideline. Nifty little move, bumping it off of her shoulder there. That was Eva Lyon with a creative touch.
Adrian's ball.
Yep. It's interesting sometimes in these soccer matches, one of the teams knows that the possession belongs to their opponents, but they just hurry up and try to take a throw in anyway to see if they can fool the ref. Doesn't usually work, and it didn't that time either. Mahoney for Dake. Caitlin Dake. Muscled off of it. Quality defending from the Quakers. Still Adrian press on. Lyon. Eva Lyon. For Jenna Hay. Skipped over her foot. Now it's Alana Earl. Lets one fly. Deflected off an Earlham player. And out of play. Corner kick for Adrian again.
Well, that shot was deflected off of Quinn Doden.
Yep, Doden has pretty much been omnipresent in her defending third. It seems like every attempt that the Bulldogs want to make towards the goal, Doden's standing in the way of it. Anna Marie Foss-Moen standing over this corner kick. Can she provide some magic? Over the top. It's a beautiful ball. Again, the header from Mahoney. It's a goal kick. Mahoney lobbying that she thinks it should be another corner. May have taken a knock off of an Earlham player on the way out, but again, just a really good delivery by Foss-Moen. Mahoney was under it. Couldn't put it where she intended.
Now, Adrian has had a solid 4 chances off corner kicks and breakaways and have not been able to convert on any of them. I don't know if that's just a presence of Earlham's defense or if the shot's just not falling.
Probably a bit of both. Smith, awkward collision with Blanchard, and it'll be a set piece for the Quakers. Clock ticking down here. It's been scoreless. Adrian completely dominated the first half. Earlham has been better in the second with a handful of chances, but still it's been mostly the Adrian College Bulldogs that have had most of the possession and the chances. Hay to send this one onward. Fries. Back up for Caitlin Dake, the captain. Took a touch off the defender for Earlham. Elizabeth Rakes. Adrian ball. Rakes the header. Bulldogs will continue to work the sideline. Dake throwing in it again. Ahead of Mahoney. Near the end line. Doden will deal with it. It's out for a throw.
They say
deflected off the Adrian
Mahoney.
player. Deflected off Mahoney. Sorry, excuse me, Cameron.
Now we'll get a substitution here for Earlham.
It's Reagan Travelstead coming on to replace Elizabeth Rakes, who has played really, really well in this second half. Another player alongside Quinn Doden that has been everywhere as Earlham has needed her. Getting in the way of shots, battling for 50-50s, cutting off the lane for the Bulldogs. This one's sent ahead by Sydney Anderson. That's far away from Foss-Moen. Does well, nearly got to it. Thought she was able to keep it in, but just barely goes out of bounds. The effort has been there for the Bulldogs. They've worked incredibly hard for the chances they've gotten. Haven't quite had the composure. Still have 14 minutes. A lot can happen in those final 14 minutes. McKenna Mahoney. Over the top. Hurry racing out for it. She'll collect. Adrian College has a lineup of mostly players from the state of Michigan. 24 out of their 26 players from the Mitten State. Only exceptions are freshman defender Zoe Greenbaum from Toledo and sophomore defender Leah Holman from Georgetown, Ontario. Coach Almdari loves to recruit in Michigan. He feels it's a hotbed for soccer, and when you recruit locally, it also lures top prospects away from other local schools in your conference. He pointed out that Adrian does exceptionally well bringing in players from downriver Detroit and Macomb. That Detroit area in general, lots of players from that municipality in the Adrian roster. If you're just joining us, lots of chances for Adrian, no goals. It's been somewhat one-sided. Kelsey Zoli going in with a challenge. Looked to play through to Foss Moen. Through ball was too heavy. Michaela Hurry out to get it. I think we're approaching 20 shots in this game for Adrian with no goals. Elise Fry's on ahead. Now she'll get it back from Mahoney, who has taken to the ground, holding her left leg in discomfort. Adrian's going to let this one roll out. Still on the ground. It might be a cramp. From the looks of things, it could be a cramp. Don't want to speculate, of course, but having her teammate stretch her out right now. Trainer will come on the field, and Taylor Fisher calling her team to come towards her. This is a pivotal moment where we'll get a bit of a breather as we have an injured player. We'll be back in just a couple of seconds.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Back at Docking Stadium, where we just had a bit of an injury break. McKenna Mahoney cramped up and went down at about center field. She just had to be replaced by Sarah Hohenscheid, the freshman midfielder from Lake Orion, Michigan. And with their leading goal scorer and top striker heading off the field with an injury, Adrian's goal scoring prospects slimmed down just a little bit more. Still have some top talent out there on the field, though, as we saw there, Caitlin Dake dropping it back for Josie Huber. Calvin Keys here with you on Adrian College Television. We've got 12 minutes left in this game. As it's Dake, nice move to cut into the middle, tries one with her left foot. That's blocked away. Noelle Hooper in the way of it.
With Mahoney down and don't have your leading scorer, I think you look more towards your freshman Anna Marie Foss-Moen here to get you that go-ahead goal.
They'll look to her here. Speak of the devil. Working hard to keep possession. Foss-Moen's had chances, Cameron. Been one of the most promising players in this game. She's worked really hard for her opportunities, hasn't been able to find a finish. Still scoreless. And Michaela Hurry is going to look to run off as much time as she possibly can. Earlham most likely playing for the draw here. First game of the season for both teams. Dalzocchio for Zoli. Out of play off of Smith. Don't know why she touched that ball. It would have been her team's possession. But nonetheless, Dalzocchio whipping a ball into the box. She's got Foss Moen at the back post. Tried a right footer that went wide right of the goalkeeper, Hurry. Well, Adrian College struggling to find the back of the net here. An abundance of chances. They're going to head south this weekend to Sewanee, Tennessee. Saturday they play Maryville at 4 p.m. and Sunday they'll play Sewanee at 1 p.m. Both teams very competitive in their respective conferences. So this sort of performance probably won't be good enough this weekend, so want to look to improve. Doden trying to shepherd this one out to the sideline. Zoli petitioning that her kick took a touch off of Doden, but the referee says nothing doing. And we'll have a sub coming in for Earlham. Coming off for the Quakers is Molly Lyon. Gets a high five from her assistant coach. Earlham new assistant coach hire Paget Gustafson, formerly the assistant coach of the men's soccer team, now helping out on the women's side. The Adrian women's soccer program also brought in a new assistant with Justin Tobin, hired on August 9th, just over 20 days ago. Tobin played on Adrian's men's soccer team from 2017 to 2021, so brings some valued experience to the table. As we eclipse the 10-minute threshold, less than 10 to go in this match. Adrian College versus Earlham College, making the lengthy trek up from Richmond, Indiana to take on the Bulldogs. It's 0-0 still, having played over 80 minutes. And Foss Moen looked to put in another cross. She'll earn a corner kick. With the minutes dwindling, each of these set pieces becomes increasingly more and more important for the Bulldogs.
Now this is where Adrian has had their very high percentage shots, and this would be the time to be able to convert on one here.
Anna Marie Foss Moen to do the honors. Looks near post. Settles in the box. Doden trying to clear it out. Foss Moen will put it back in. And just again, Quinn Doden, relentless pursuit of the ball. Trying to block as many shots as she can. And got in the way of another one there. Spectacular performance from the Quakers center back. Bulldogs have it. Zoli trying to turn her man for Josie Huber. Loses it at the hands of Mallory Smith, who's got plenty of room to run, albeit she's very tired from defending for so long in this game. Smith will chest it down again. Plays it onto the run of Eva Lyon, and it's cleared away. Good effort by Tegan Bergeron to shut her down. Hooper throwing this ball in. Into the middle. Eva Lyon played it over her head. Back for it, Blanchard, who will shepherd it out of play. Live on Adrian College TV here, where we're still scoreless. Calvin Keys, along with Cameron Overmeyer, Patrick Smith, our director, and Kyle Plesha, our cameraman. All students here at Adrian College, providing you this women's soccer broadcast. Very happy you've joined us. See if we get a last-second goal here at the death. It will be awfully close. Bulldogs have had no shortage of chances in this game. They continue to press on. Bergeron getting up the field from her center back post. Tries a shot on goal. Not an awful effort there from Bergeron, just very far out. Hurry had a long time to track it and get a hold of it. She'll let the clock tick down before letting fly here. Foul called against Tess Cunningham, who gave a bit of a shove in the back to Hohenscheid. Adrian hurrying, trying to make the most of this final 6 minutes.
Adrian gaining a little bit of sense of urgency here to try and put one in the back of the net.
Blanchard up ahead. That last came off of Foss Moen. As we see a little bit of head and hands and frustration from this Bulldogs team. Have to continue to persevere. It's almost a good thing that Adrian's facing adversity early on the first regular season game. This is, this is what separates champions from the rest of the pack, the ability to push through moments like this. We'll see if Adrian will be able to persevere and maybe get a goal here at the death. Caitlin Day has the ball with her. Pass to Del Zocchio was too soft. Smith kicks it away. At this point, Earlham piling in with 10 players behind the ball. It's all hands on deck. Trying to contain this Adrian team. Kelsey Zoli into the middle. Still Zoli. Great intervention by Doden. Dropped by Earl. Moving on is Blanchard. Sends another pass into the hands of Hurry. Ali Alamdari trying to will his team on from the sideline. The manager demanding better from his players. Spent 2 seasons as the assistant coach at Albion College. And now this is the start of his 15th season managing this Adrian team. As Del Zocchio trying to get to this ball. She's got Smith with her. Referee rules for a corner. Came off Mallory Smith. Lots of corners for Adrian. Can this be the decisive play? Del Zocchio whipped in. Far post. Getting up for the header. That was Blanchard. Out for a goal kick. Adrian 1-1 in preseason. Will they add a draw to their resume here today? Or can they find just a single goal? That's all that it will take, likely, to come out with the 3 points in this one. Homan throwing it in. Quakers back line has a hold of it. Looking to play out of it. Adrian pressing hard and fouled there by Anna Marie Foss Moen, who's played very well today, albeit not been able to find the finishing touch. 3 minutes and 15 seconds are all that remain. Bergeron stepping up. Clearing the danger. Quinn Doden looking to do the same. Played ahead. Earlham handles it well. Ava Lyon pressing the back line of Adrian College. Blanchard trying to hold her off. Lyon down in a heap. Blanchard will continue to play. Sends one up the line. Takes a knock and then moves onward. Quakers send it wide. Still possession in the attacking third for the Bulldogs as one of Adrian's captains will return to the field. That is Eve Davis replacing Alana Earl. Into the middle now. It's Dake. Can't hold on to it. Huber headed back into the mixer. Cleared away that time by Hay, who's played more of a CDM role here today.
Now, if you note, McKenna Mahoney, the leader of this Adrian College team, has not returned to the game quite yet.
Yeah, you got to think she's going to be out for the rest of this one, which is a tough blow to this Adrian side, but they still have plenty of talent. Clock ticking down in this one. Throw in here for Noelle Hooper. Up the line. She'll get a second go around.
90 seconds to go.
Clock ticking down. Earlham have it in Adrian's half. Looking to run down the time. Caitlin Dake throwing it into Zoli. Knocked on ahead for Eve Davis. Foss Moen's offsides right now. Miles offsides, and that's going to be the decision by the assistant referee. Wasn't aware of her position, but was about 5 yards behind the last defender. Now less than a minute, and I imagine Earlham will take their sweet time here. Doden powers it onwards. Huber battling with Cunningham, who comes out on top. Travelstead dropped for Hay. Sends wide here. Can't be controlled by the Quakers. Just 25 seconds now. Earlham looking to clear the danger. It's a throw in for Adrian. Seconds ticking down. It's Davis. A touch through one, trying to get on goal. Cleared away by Earlham. A clutch play with less than 10 seconds. Foss Moen's going to hurry to put this ball in the box. Sends it in. No clear header. A chance now. That's into the hands of Michaela Hurry. And 0-0 is how things stand here. Will that be the final, or will we have overtime in the cards? Not entirely sure. It looks like that'll be the final whistle. So things will end 0-0 at Docking Stadium as the players line up for handshakes. Frustrating for Adrian, who had so many chances but couldn't quite find the finish. So it ends scoreless from Docking Stadium. I'm Calvin Keys on behalf of everyone who tuned in today. Thank you. Thanks to our great crew, and have a great rest of your weekend, Bulldog fans.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.